So you've got a major project coming up and it's super important. If you do well on this, it can really set you up to have an excellent year, whether that's at school or at work. The significance of this project is certainly not lost on you. In fact, it's all you can think about. You have so many ideas of how you can tackle this, but the more you think about it, the more you're getting a little bit lost in even how to get started. So you decide, okay, I'm gonna get started today on this project. But first, let me just check my social media, see what's going on in that, then I'm gonna get started. And then 30 minutes go by. I'll just finish just a few more messages and then I'll get started. Another 30 minutes goes by. I'm getting kind of hungry. Let me just have a quick little snack and then I'll definitely get started on this project. An hour goes by. And as you look at the clock, you're realizing you have less and less time to do this project. And now you're thinking, well, there's no point in starting now because I'm just gonna rush through it and I'm not gonna do my best. So you know what, I'll just start tomorrow. In fact, I actually work better under pressure. Sound familiar? Well, if it does, this video is for you. Hi guys, this is your host Nakasha, mental health consultant. This channel is all about mental health, and in each video, I give you guys tips on how you can become intentional in your mental health and well-being in order to achieve the vision you have for your life. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys some really great tips and tricks for task completion, organization, and just being able to beat procrastination. So to get started, the first tip I'm going to give you guys is to actually set down, grab a piece of paper and a pen, or do it on your device, tablet, whatever. Write down what are the different tasks that you need to do and their deadlines as well as their level of importance, okay? This is prioritizing. You wanna make sure the tasks that have the closest deadlines or have the most significance, the most weight, are at the top of that list. Because one of the biggest issues you may be struggling with if you have an issue with task completion is that you tend to go for the smaller things that don't have as much relevance or the more fun things and push aside the more important tasks with upcoming deadlines. Now, after you've made this prioritization chart of yours, you're gonna actually now make it into a schedule with alerts, with reminders. Now, your phone is going to be a great one for that because these days, most people have their phones with them all of the time and they're constantly looking at it. You can even actually do Post-its and post that on your mirrors, on your door, like your front door. If you're in school, put it on your locker, wherever it is that it's the most visible, okay? And if you're doing it in your phone or a tablet, make sure the alert sound is different from any other alert in your phone. One thing that's very common with phone calendar reminders is that we become desensitized to them, okay? It's in our phone, the alert goes off, we're so used to so many alerts going off, so it comes to a point where we don't even notice them anymore. So you wanna make sure the ones that have the highest priority or the nearest deadlines have a different sound, a different tone. Now, once you've done that, you wanna remove distractions. If this is the point where you wanna start the task, remove anything that can distract you. And that means any devices that will be a distraction, anything in your environment, maybe even go to a different part of your home or go to the library or anywhere that'll give you space to have less distractions, less noise, less access to other people, because if others are around us, we're gonna be very tempted to talk to them. Because one of the issues we face with task completion is that we will look for anything we can to delay getting started, or if we've started to basically continue our focus, to maintain that focus in doing that task. And guys, you wanna look at breaking up the tasks into small parts, okay? Now, let's say what it is you want to organize or clean up your home. Now, cleaning the house, whether you're in a large house or a small condo, that basically feels like a mountain, okay? So it's really important to narrow it down. So let's say you want to clean up the house and you think, I want to clean up 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, and 1 bathroom, for instance, right? That is a lot. So which one do you want to do first, in terms of which one will give you the greatest sense of accomplishment when you got it done? Or which one has so much clutter that it's the most bothersome for you? Another way you can do it too is by setting a time block. So let's say you decide, I'm going to do 30 minutes of cleaning today. Okay, actually set a timer. So you do as much as you can in 30 minutes, and when that timer goes off, you stop. Now, the reason why it's very important to stop is because let's say you decide to continue going and you clean for an hour. And by the end of that hour, you feel so exhausted. What are the chances you're gonna go back to continuing to clean the next day? Pretty slim. Because now in your mind, you associate that feeling of exhaustion with cleaning your house. So that's why it's very important to stick to the time that's set on the timers. Another strategy, because one of the issues that people struggle with when it comes to task completion is boredom. We get tired of working on the same thing. We feel so bored. So something you can do is have that task rotated with another task. So combine 2 of them. Now you're multitasking, but in a way that ensures completion, okay? So let's say you have math and English to do. I'm gonna do 30 minutes of math, then 30 minutes of English, then back to 30 minutes of math and 30 minutes of English again. So you're creating some variety for yourself so that difficulty, sustaining attention, that boredom doesn't set in. Okay, so another thing you could do is implement rewards. When there's a task that we don't want to do, our mind has associated it with something negative. So we want to change that association and reward ourselves in some way. Let's say it's back to the school project, and you're thinking, I would rather play this mobile game on my phone instead of doing this. I want to play for, even half an hour if I can. So let's say you've got 2 hours that you've got to just kind of grind through in this project. Okay, so I'm going to split the 2 hours into 1 hour a piece. So I'm going to do it for an hour, then I'm going to play my mobile game for 30 minutes. Then I'm going to go back to my school project and finish that last hour. Now, anytime you're incorporating rewards, it's really important to make sure the time spent on the rewards is shorter than the time spent working on your project, because you don't want to be so immersed in the reward that you use it as a way to procrastinate from doing the assignment. And also make sure the important task comes before the reward. The reward should always come in between or after. Another thing you can do is set it up in a way, whatever the task is that you're not looking forward to do, set it up in a way that forces you to do it, that makes it even a higher priority. So let's say, for instance, you need to clean your bedroom or your living room. One thing you could do is take a pile of your clothes and dump it on your bed. That way you have to at least put away your clothes before you can go to bed. So at least that part of your task is completed. Or you could even give yourself false deadlines, where let's say an assignment is due in 2 weeks. You can set it up on your phone and basically alter the date to where it looks like it's due in 1 week. Now, the best way to do that is as soon as you get your course syllabus or the information from your boss, if it's a work project. As soon as you get it, that's when you start incorporating the false deadlines before you've had a chance to really continue to think about the real deadline. Okay guys, so just to recap on the strategies, again, you want to prioritize and create a schedule for yourself where you're basically making sure the tasks that have the greatest weights, the greatest significance, and the nearest deadlines are at the top of that list. Then you want to put together a schedule with reminders and alerts for yourself. Switch up the alert so it doesn't feel or it doesn't sound like the alerts of anything else, so you're not becoming desensitized. Remove distractions. Break tasks up into smaller components. Rotate between multiple tasks, but not too many, so maybe just 2 tasks at a time. Incorporate rewards to change that brain association of the task with an unpleasant feeling. And find clever ways of making that task an immediate priority by basically making its completion an obstacle to something else that you need to do. Okay guys, so that wraps up today's video. If there are any other tips and tricks that have worked for you in that struggle with procrastination and organization, please post those below. We would love to hear them. There are so many of us that struggle in this area, and your tips can really make a difference for others in the intentional people community. Okay guys, so thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Share this video with anyone you know who might be struggling in these areas. Turn on your notifications as well. That way, as I release new videos, you are notified. And yeah, so that's it for now. I will look forward to catching you guys in the next video.